The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in once again. And we're getting set for Game 2 for the Warriors here, Game 3 of the day at the Davis County Varsity Classic. We got Kyle Smith running the board for us back at the studio again. I'm alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We'll be with you on the call again this afternoon. First game of the day, Moravia, 6-1 win over Davis County. Second game of the day, Fairfield, a 13-2 win over the Van Buren County Warriors. We're getting set for the third game of the day, the consolation game. Warriors are going to be the visiting team and taking on the host school, the Davis County Mustangs. A couple of ways for you to tune in to the broadcast this afternoon. We're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. If you're choosing to make this broadcast part of your afternoon, hey, big thanks for doing so. We could not do it without you. This is the Warrior abbreviated edition of the Warrior pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook, Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Let's go through all those wonderful sponsors for you here in the pregame show. The Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride Countywide. They sponsor the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowd's. They'll sponsor the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They sponsor the first pitch. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. They'll sponsor all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter servicing Atomo and the surrounding area. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells, Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. They sponsor the player of the game, who I didn't pick one in that first game, but maybe would have gave it to Eli McKinney. Did a commendable job coming in relief of Leo Urach. Hard to pick a player of the game for the Warriors in that one. Leffler had a hit, so did Meek. Honorable mention to those two for trying to power the Warrior offense, but lost 13-2, so hard to pick a player of the game. I gave it to Eli McKinney from the first game, sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Atomo, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. They sponsor the coaches' interviews all throughout the season. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. They sponsor the pitching changes. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. And Dowd's Quick Step of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. They sponsor the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers, any home runs by the Warrior batters. The Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, and Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street, Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. All right, starting lineups are getting introduced right now. Let's take a quick look at the Davis County Mustangs. Head coach is Todd White, assisted by David Milder and Roman Schooley. This is their next action of the day. They played Game 1. Now they're playing Game 3. Lost Game 1, 6-1 to Moravia. Playing Game 3, their second game of the day against the Warriors. They are the Davis County Mustangs in boys high school varsity baseball. They are 2-5 on the year, 2-3 at home, 0-2 on the road. Have yet to play a neutral site game, competing in Class 2A, South Central Conference. Conference record is 0-4 for Davis County. In the last 5, they are 1-4. Their wins this year have come over Keokuk and Woodward Granger. Their losses, twice to Cardinal and twice to Centerville, and now also Moravia. Last time out was yesterday, Friday, May 30th, and a doubleheader loss to Centerville here at home, 6-2 and 11-6. These Davis County stats are through 4 games. Leading him in batting average, Dexter Scott, 333, Max Taylor, 300, Brett Prevro, 273. Noah Sizemore, Max Taylor, and Brett Prevro all have 3 hits to lead the Mustangs. Brett Prevro, Presley Cantrell each have 2 RBIs, and there's 3 players with 1 RBI. Scott and Schooley lead him on the bases with 2 steals each. Presley Cantrell, a 3.00 ERA in 7 innings pitched. Josh Settles, who was on the mound today against the Warriors, 2.10 in 6 2/3 innings pitched. Settles leads him in strikeouts with 11. Schooley and Cantrell each have a win on the mound. Davis County averaging 3.5 runs a game, giving up 6.7, a 184 team batting average, 343 on base percentage, 218 slugging percentage, 915 fielding percentage. The team ERA is 2.73. And last year, Davis County got a win here against the Warriors, and that was the last time they met. I think it was lopsided in the Davis County favor. We can take a look. I know I wrote it down at the standings in the South Central. Albia 4-1, 3-0. Sheraton 3-2, 1-0. Cardinal 4-2, 3-1. Clark Community 3-3, 1-1. Knoxville 2-5, 1-2. EBF 1-6, 1-3. Davis County 2-4, 0-4, and Centerville is 1-6, 0-1. We'll turn right away in this abbreviated edition of the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds. Let's take a look at the Warriors' starting lineup as they're going to bat first. Leading off, number 1, Aiden McEntee, senior, playing left field. Batting second, number 2, Kinnick Millard, sophomore, on the mound. Batting third, number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior, playing shortstop. Batting in the cleanup spot, number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior, at first base. Batting fifth, number 9, Will Coral, sophomore center fielder, batting sixth. The DH, number 11, Eli McKinney, junior. He's DHing for number 23, Creed Kite, the freshman, who's behind the plate catching. Batting seventh is number 6, Dan Caston, the freshman, at third base. Batting eighth, number 13, Blaine Benjamin, senior, in right field. Batting ninth, number 7, Leo Urach. He is a freshman, playing second base. Once again for the Warriors, McEntee, Millard, Leffler, Meek, Coral, McKinney for Kite, Caston, Benjamin, and Urach. Let's take a quick look at this pitching matchup. It's Josh Settles, number 4, junior, on the mound for Davis County. Pitched in 2 games, started 1, 0-1 record with a save, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 134 total pitches, 33 official at-bats against him with a 152 average. He's given up 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, walked 4, hit 1 batter, struck out 11, a 2.10 ERA. For the Warriors, Kinnick Millard on the mound, the sophomore, pitched in 1 game without a starter, record, or a save, 1 1/3 innings pitched, 58 total pitches, 14 official at-bats, a 143 average against him, given up 2 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 1 hit batter, no strikeouts, 31.5 gaudy ERA. Millard will look to improve on that today. We'll get to the Davis County lineup when they bat, but we're just about ready to get started here. Weather conditions about the same, maybe a little bit warmer, probably in the low to mid 80s now. Clear skies, light winds out of the northwest, maybe somewhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right, Settles ready, the lefty. Here's the first pitch, bounced in there to McEntee, and we are off. Got to check the time, about 2:51. Start time, 1-0 to McEntee. The next offering, high and outside, 2-0. McEntee against Fairfield was 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored back in that first inning. 182 on the year for Aiden. Coming into play today, the 2-0. It's 3-0 now. Let's set the Davis County defense in the outfield, left to right. Milder, Prevost, and Peyton Schooley, in the infield. Hang on, here comes the 3-0. McEntee took a 4-pitch walk. Leadoff man on for Van Buren County. First walk issued by Settles. In the infield for Davis County, third to first, Sizemore, Scott, Taylor, and Cantrell. Houston Schooley behind the plate. Josh Settles on the mound. Millard in there now from the right side. He watched a strike on the first offering from Settles. 0-1 to number 2. He wears number 2 in the lineup. Kinnick Millard, sophomore. He's on the mound today. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in that last game against Fairfield. Here comes Settles, the 0-1. Millard sends a fly ball. A little bit towards right. Center fielder back. That's Prevost. He's under it. He'll make the catch. Millard, the first out of the inning on the fly out to center. So there is now 1 out and 1 on for Van Buren County. McEntee down at first after he walked here in the top of the first. Just underway in the third game of this tournament. Second game for each of these teams, the consolation game. Each team lost their first game. Davis County lost 6-1 to Moravia. Van Buren lost 11-2 to Fairfield. Number 3 on his back, number 3 in the order, Isaac Leffler, senior shortstop. He caught the first game, watched the ball. First offering to him, 1-0. Leffler, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk against Fairfield. He came in the day 300. Millard came in on the day with 387. Isaac swings on that one, fouls it off out of play right side. Count even at 1-1 to the Warrior senior. Like I said, he was behind the plate in the first game. He's playing shortstop for the second game here. Davis County, each team wearing mostly all white today. The next offering is low and outside for a ball. 2-1 to Leffler. Davis County white tops and pants, a little maroon on the shoulders. Warriors white tops and pants also, some black sleeves, orange on their numbers and letters. So a lot of white uniforms on the field right now. Here's the next offering. Grounded to third, a tough hop. Ooh, that one ate him up. I'll give Isaac a hit on that one. That was not a normal chance on that tough hop. I don't think. He was down on it. Boy, it came up maybe on the lip. So it went out into left field. We'll give Leffler a hit. He's on at first. McAtee to second. First hit given up by Settles. I'll be kind on the scoring there. Cleanup man, number 14, Isaiah Make, the senior first baseman. In there now from the left side. He watched the ball. 1-0 to him. 2-on, 1 out now for the Warriors here. Top of the first, just underway. Game 3 of this tournament. Second game for each of these teams. Today, Meek, 1 for 2. Fielder's choice in a single against Fairfield. Settles out of the stretch, the lefty to the plate. Meek grounds one to short. A slow grounder, tried to scoop it or flip it, got the out, the force of Leffler at second for the second out of the inning. He's retired 6-4. You can send McAtee to third. Meek will reach on the fielder's choice. So, we got 2 outs now here in the top of the first. 2 on, though, for the Warriors. First and third with 2 out. Meek got his first hit of the year. He's off the schneid. He was 1 for 2. He was no average on the day. Here's number 9, Will Coral, sophomore center fielder, 250. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 to Coral. 250 coming into today. 0-1 against 0 for 1 against Fairfield with a walk. Runners out there, especially on third for Will to drive in. Going to take a hit, though. There goes the runner from first. Coral pops that one up. Shallow right. Back on, just onto the grass. The second baseman makes the play. So Coral pops out to second for the third out of the inning. McKinney will lead off the DH for the Warriors when they bat in the second. Warriors failed to score. They do get a hit. There were no errors, and they're going to end up leaving a couple on base. 14 pitches for Settles to get through the first. So we're scoreless after a half an inning. Davis County coming to the plate in the bottom of the first when we come back. After this 60-second break, you're tuned in again to Warrior Baseball from the Davis County Varsity Classic. We're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up, quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from Bloomfield, Iowa, Davis County Varsity Classic, usually held on Memorial Day weekend. They moved it back 1 week this year, maybe because of the state track and field meet, or just didn't want to have any clashes with that, or Memorial Day fell early, but we're playing here end of May weekend. Davis County coming to the plate. It'll be Schooley, Settles, and Cantrill. We'll go through their lineup in a minute. First pitch from Millard is high. 1-0. Leading off is number 8, Peyton Schooley. And guess I didn't get their years, but I'll have to do that. Millard, a strike. Schooley watched it to even the count at 1-1. One thing I forgot to write down, but we'll get it here. Schooley's a freshman. Swings on that pitch. Sends it out in front of Aiden McAtee in left field. So Davis County, their leadoff man on the clean single to left. Let's see. That's obviously the first hit given up by Millard on the 3 pitches. Batting second is number 4, Josh Settles. We'll get a year on him, a junior. He's on the mound. Takes a ball. 1-0. Peyton Schooley came in at 167. He's on first. Settles on the mound, 125 on the year. They'll check the runner at first. That's Peyton Schooley back safely. Let's see. In the on-deck circle is number 26, Presley Cantrell. He's at first base. Millard out of the stretch is ready. Square to bunt. Pull the bat back. There goes the runner. Kite will not throw. Pitch was a ball, I believe. 2-0 the count. Send Schooley down to second on the stolen base. Runner out there at second, scoring position, nobody out. Count 2-0 to Josh Settles at the plate. The pitcher from the left side, he'll pull the bat back, squared to bunt. It's a, I think that was, boy, how are we going to score that one? I think that's a pass ball. It probably should have been handled by Kite. I think he was distracted by Settles trying to bunt. So we'll send Schooley down to third on a pass ball. Looked like it could have been handled. 3-0 the count to Settles. So Davis County with a runner at third right away with nobody out. Here comes Millard, high and outside. Josh Settles draws a walk. First and third, nobody out. First walk issued by Millard. Here comes number 26, batting third in the order, Presley Cantrell. Let's get a year in school on him. He's a senior. 167 for Cantrell on the year so far. Millard coming to him. There goes the runner. Took a called strike. No throw from Kite. 0-1 the count to Cantrell. Millard ready again, the offering. Low and outside. 1-1 the count. Warrior defense left to right. McAtee, Coral, Benjamin. On the infield, third to first. Caston left there, Urach and Meek. Millard on the mound. Creek Kite, the freshman, didn't play the first game. He's behind the plate. Millard to the plate. Check swing, fouled off. Straight back into the net, or over the net, sounded like. 1-2 to Cantrell. Millard with a new baseball out of the stretch. Stares in at Kite. Has his sign, and he offers. Another check swing fouled back by, oh, was they going to say it hit him, I guess, so hit by pitch. Cantrell trot down to first to load him up with nobody out. First 3 reach for Davis County. Here comes number 16, Max Taylor, freshman, second baseman. Taylor, 300 on the year. So the Warriors will be looking for a ground ball here. Can go home to first and maybe get a double play or look to turn one up the middle and give up the run. We'll see what happens. Millard in trouble early. He's coming to the plate. Called strike on the 12th pitch of the inning. First to Taylor, 0-1 the count. Millard ready again. Here he comes. Swing and a miss. Got him to go fishing. Quickly 0-2 to Max Taylor. Millard will look for the strikeout. That would help too, and he got just that. Swung through by Taylor. He strikes out swinging. There's a big out. Now double play will get you out of the inning. First strikeout for Millard. Batting fifth in the order, number 24, Brett Prevost, the senior center fielder. 273 for Prevost on the season. Millard looks at third. Now he eyes the plate, and it's a ball to Prevost. 1-0 to Prevost. Millard, swing and a miss by Prevost. Count even at 1-1. Kinnick picking it up here a little bit, realizing he's in a jam. Was bases loaded and nobody out. Now there's one out. Here's his next offering. That one popped up right side, out of play. Excuse me. 1-2. The count to Prevost. Dexter Scott in the on-deck circle for Davis County. Millard with 2 strikes on Prevost and 1 ball. He could use another strikeout. Here he comes. That one swung on the line. Going to get down. Left center. McAtee runs by it. Here comes Coral to help out. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Runner headed to third. They're not going to get him. It's a 2 RBI single for Brett Prevost. Scores Schooley and settles on the play. Move Cantrell all the way over to third. First and third still 1 out for Dexter Scott. Millard's first pitch to Scott, low and outside. 1-0 the count. Dexter Scott, a freshman, playing short. 2-0 Davis County. Pitch is a called strike to Scott, evening the count at 1-1. 2 are in for Davis County. Scott, 3:33 into action today. 20 pitches for Millard. He'll check first. Back safely is the runner. That's Cantrell at third. Prevost with the 2 RBI single. He's at first. Count to Scott is 1-1. Millard lifts the left leg to the plate. Nope, missed on that one. Outside and low. 2-1. Dexter Scott in there from the right side against the righty Millard. Squares to bunt, takes the pitch for a ball. Runner from first goes and makes it down to second. Prevost on the stolen base. Second and third now with just 1 out. Here's the next offering from Millard. Called. Strike, count 3-2. To Scott. Millard, eyes a payoff, and here he comes. That pitch swung on. It's popped up. Going to stay in play. Kite back there. Oh, he overran it and crashes into the net. Tough play. Those always spin back towards the field of play, and he's a young catcher, so he overran it a little bit and had to reach back, couldn't get it. But can't assume an error in foul territory. That's a tough play. New life, though, for Dexter Scott. We'll do it again from 3-2. Here's the next offering. Runners were at second and third. That is a walk to Scott. That'll load him up. First, second, and third now runners for Davis County. Second walk issued by Millard. Bases loaded. That pitch weakly grounded to first. Meek going to come home to get the force to kite by Schooley. He'll reach on the fielder's choice. As Cantrell was coming home, he'll be the second out of the inning on the 3-2 putout. Prevost moves over to third. Scott to second. Base is still loaded, but 2 out. As Schooley was a junior. First pitch to the batter now is a strike. 0-1 to Sizemore. Number 13, Noah Sizemore, batting 8th in the order, playing third base. Kinnick, Millard ready. Too far on it. Hit the batter. So that'll cause a run to come in as Sizemore gets plunked. Millard's second batter hit. That'll technically, I guess, be an RBI for Sizemore. He goes down to first. Score Prevost on the play. Fouled off to Milder, Victor Milder, 0-1. He wears number 19, bats last in the order. Sizemore is a freshman. We'll get that entered in there. Milder, number 19, is an 8th grader. 0-1 to him. 29 pitches for Millard. Next offering, taken for a ball by Milder. 1-1 the count to him. It's 3-0. Davis County with the lead here in the bottom of the first. High and outside on a fastball from Millard. His 31st pitch of the inning. 2-1 the count now to Milder. Millard missed again, a little bit high and outside. 3-1, the count. No place to put him, bases loaded. There are 2 outs. Need an out somewhere here for the Warriors. Millard, called strike to make it a full count. Swing and a miss. Millard gets the strikeout of Milder to end the inning of the swinging variety. 3rd out, top of the order leadoff for Davis County when they bat in the second. That's the 2nd K for Millard. But Davis County tallies 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors by the Warriors, and Davis County ends up leaving them loaded. They leave 3. 34 pitches for Miller to get through the first. After 1 inning of play, it's 3-0 Davis County. Warriors coming back to bat. Top of the second when we come back after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, Warrior baseball fans, back with you from Bloomfield, Iowa. About a half an hour west of Keosauqua on J40. Come over on Highway 2 as well. The Davis County Varsity Classic. It's Game 3 of the tournament, Game 2 of the day for each of these teams. Each one lost their opening game. Davis County 6-1 to Moravia. Warriors 13-2 to Fairfield. They're scoring off in the consolation game here. And the Warriors coming to bat, trailing 3-zip. In the top of the second, it'll be McKinney, the DH for Cree Kite, Caston, and Benjamin, the 3-2 up for the Warriors. McKinney was 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the last game against Fairfield. He's in there from the left side to face the lefty, Josh Settles. The delivery is a called strike. 0-1 to McKinney. Where's number 11, junior? He's DHing for number 23, Cree Kite, the freshman, who's doing the catching. Settles is ready. Into the windup. Here he comes. McKinney, a soft bouncer to third. Charged, gloved, thrown over to first. And the play made. Sizemore to Cantrell to retire McKinney. Score along with us at home. That's 5-3 on the put-out, first out of the inning. So the Warriors can't get their leadoff man on. That'll bring up batting 7th in the order. Number 6, Dan Caston, freshman, playing a third base. In this game, he was 0 for 1 against Fairfield in the previous game. He's in there from the right side to face Settles, who had 14 pitches to get through that first inning. Settles ready. Here he comes. Breaking ball lands for a strike. 0-1 to Caston. Settles a long look into his catcher, Houston Scully. Now he rocks and fires. A little high. I think it was another breaking ball, evening the count at 1-1. Hard to tell as I'm looking through that net. That's pretty close to us if that ball is breaking or not. Sometimes the net plays tricks on me. That one a fastball for sure, and Caston swung through it. 1-2 the count to him. Number 13, Blaine Benjamin, the senior right fielder. He's in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Settles ready. Here he comes. Caston swings and sends that one out towards right center. Going to fall in between the second baseman, the center fielder, and the right fielder for a single. Single to right center for Dan Caston, he's on. Warriors have a base runner with 1 out. Second hit given up by Settles. Warriors have stranded 2 so far through an inning. And Davis County has stranded 3. Now, Settles out of the stretch with Caston at first. Here's the pitch to the batter, Benjamin. Taken for a ball. 1-0. Number 13, Blaine Benjamin, the senior. Right fielder. Still looking for his first hit on the year. He was 0 for 1 in that previous game against the loss to Fairfield. Settles looks into Schooley, checks the runner. Now he comes set. Lift the right leg and the offering. Taken for a ball, high and outside by Benjamin. That first pitch was a strike? Oh, okay. So that'll even the count at 1-1. Sometimes that umpire's not too demonstrative with his strike calls. They're kind of quiet, and he hides it from the angle that we're at. So AJ says it's 1-1, and it is. The next pitch, Benjamin fouls it off. Down the third base line, it dies in the grass. Foul. So, 1-2 now. Benjamin will trot back and get his bat. Climb back in the right-handed batter's box for the Warriors. Settles will have to wait a minute. He's got a fresh baseball. Benjamin was 3/4 of the way down to first, hustling it out, as you should. Never know what kind of funny hop that ball take. End up in fair territory. If you're standing there watching it, they'd throw you out. So that was a good hustle by Blaine. Settles ready. Eyes the runner, lifts the right leg. He's coming to the plate. Woo. That was close. Benjamin took it for a ball. 2-2 to Blaine. I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have got rung up on that one. That was a close pitch, I think. All right, here comes the 2-2 from Settles. Benjamin swings on that one. Fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder to his left. He'll catch it in fair territory. And the runner for the Warriors will have to stay put. That's Caston at first. So Benjamin flies to right. Second out of the inning. Caston has to stay put. That'll bring up number 9 in the order for the Warriors. He wears number 7, Leo Urach, the freshman second baseman. Started on the mound in that first game. Finished at second as McKinney came in relief. Let's see. What did Urach do? 0 for 2 against Fairfield. He's in there from the right side. Settles still out of the stretch with the runner on first. Missed on that first pitch to Urach. 1-0. Urach was 300 coming into today's action. Benjamin was still looking for his first hit, and he still is after flying to right the previous at-bat. Settles, leans on his right knee as he looks in for the sign, then ball into mid as he comes set, lifts the right leg, and the offering. Grounded to second. Caston on his way in front of the fielder, but it's gloved and thrown over. 4-3 on the putout. They'll get Leo Urach at first base. Third out of the inning, top of the order for the Warriors when they bat in the third. 13 pitches for Settles to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 27. So, Davis County will come back to the plate, leading 3-0. Their bats are coming in the bottom of the second when we come back after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball from the Davis County Varsity Classic. We're streaming live on the Atumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We go to the bottom of the second here from the Mustang Sports Complex at the Davis County Varsity Classic. Davis County coming to the plate, top of the order. They lead 3-0. Peyton Schooley, in there, takes a strike from Kinnick Millard. Peyton Schooley singled to lead off the game and scored first run for Davis County. He's in there from the right side. Millard out of the windup. Missed on that one. 1-1 to count. To Peyton Schooley. I assume that's his brother Houston Schooley, the junior. Peyton, the freshman. He's in right field, 167 on the year. Swings, pops that one up, straight back. Elbowed over everything. Out of play. Millard ahead. 1-2 to him. Millard winds and deals. Missed. Count even 2-2. Kinnick has the one he wants. The pitch is a ball inside. Fastball. Full up now. 3-2 to Peyton Schooley. Let's get that leadoff man out here and not let him start a rally. Here we go. Kinnick to the plate, swung on, fly ball, left field. McAtee to his left, back in the gap, and he'll catch it. That's a nice play by Aiden McAtee out there in the left to get the leadoff man. First out of the inning as Schooley flies to McAtee in left. Up next, second in the order is number 4, Josh Settles, the junior pitcher. He drew a walk, scored a run in the first. Settles 125. On the year, he'll bat from the left side against the righty Millard with the bases empty and one out, high and outside. He took a ball. 1-0 to Settles. Settles 125 coming into play today. Millard's ready again. He throws to Kite. A called strike. Count even at 1-1 to Settles. Millard working quickly. He's ready again. Kicks and fires. Swung on. Shallow fly ball over short, and that one going to fall in front of Will Coral, the center fielder, a little bit towards left. So, Settles a single. He's on at first, one on with one out for Davis County. That is the third hit given up by Millard. We got a courtesy runner. Number 12, I'll check that. That is Mark Fraze, a junior, running for Settles, the pitcher. Mark Fraze, a junior, courtesy runner for the pitcher, Settles. You can courtesy run for pitchers and catchers in Iowa high school baseball. All right, up next, third in the order, number 26, Presley Cantrell, senior first baseman. He was hit by a pitch out on the bases in the first. He'll be in there from the right side. 167 for him on the year. Millard out of the stretch. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball. No throw from Kite. 1-0 to Cantrell. Send the courtesy runner, Fraze, on the stolen base down to second. So with one out, Davis County a runner, Fraze out there, the courtesy runner in scoring position. Millard spins and checks. Oh, he had him going. They got him picked off. Throw is to Urach. 4-5. And then back to Millard, covering in the rundown, 4-5-1. They'll pick off the courtesy runner. Nice job there on the Warriors covering that rundown. So I guess it went 1-4-5-1 technically for the second out of the inning. Bases, good move by Millard. He had him, the first move by the base runner was towards third, and he realized he was caught, and that was too late. So he's out. Base is empty now. Here comes Millard to the plate. Low and outside. I believe the count's 2-0 to Cantrell. 2-0? Yeah, right. Millard to Cantrell, swung on. Fly ball, deep left. Going to be playable for McAtee. Comes in, falls to his knees, but he squeezes it for the out. So they don't go 1-2-3, but he only faces, that's Millard, only faces 3 batters. Cantrell out on the fly to left, helped out by the pickoff there in the bottom of the second. Davis County gets no runs on one hit. There were no errors and nobody left for the Mustangs. We've played 2. That was, 12 pitches for Millard, a much more efficient second inning. 34 in the first, 12 in the second. He's up to 46 for the game. The score remains after 2 innings of play. Davis County leads 3-0. Take a 60-second break and be back with the top of the third. For the Warriors, it'll be the leadoff man, McAtee, 1-2-3 in the order, leading off. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemel Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114 because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114 or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Alrighty, back with you here from the Mustang Sports Complex. 1, 2, 3 in the order for the Warriors, trying to cut into that 3-0 Davis County lead. McAtee in there, started the game with a walk, left on the bases in the first. Settles ready, breaking ball to McAtee, lands for a strike. 0-1 the count to Aiden. Really pitched pretty well last night against West Burlington in that Warrior win. He didn't get the win. Meek did, but Aiden battled hard. McAtee 182 on the year. Swing and a miss. Swung over the top of a breaking ball. Quickly 0-2 to McAtee. He made that catch in left field to retire the side for Davis County in the bottom of the second. Now trying to get something started for the Warriors. Here's the offering. Too far outside off the plate, and Aiden, good eye, watched it. Settles still ahead, 1-2. The lefty pitcher into the windup and the delivery. McAtee swings, pops it up, weakly, first base line, foul. And that is Cantrell off the bag into foul territory to make a nice play towards the fence. McAtee retired on the foul pop-out to the first baseman. First out of the inning for the Warriors. Up next, second in the order, and he also wears number 2 is Kinnick Millard. The sophomore played short in the first game. He's pitching. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center in the first inning. Millard was at 387 coming into today. 3 hits last night against West Burlington. Took a ball from Settles. 1-0 the count to Millard. 320 down the lines, 375 to straightaway center. Here's the next pitch to Millard, too high. And it's 2-0. The Mustang Sports Complex has a nice kind of a netted backdrop along the whole outfield fence. Really gives you some, helps me out with some depth perception. Low on the next offering. 3-0 to Millard. Some of those places we play, including back at the Ferguson, nice place to play, but that fence is open. They got a small banner in center field that says Warrior Baseball, but sometimes it's just hard to judge. Everything's open, cornfield behind it or beans, and hard to judge the depth. But they got a nice banner here all the way around. Looks nice. A called strike to Millard on that pitch. Settles tries to battle his way back into the counts. 3-1 now. Base is empty. 1 out after McAtee, McAtee popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. Settles ready. Here he comes. Low and in. Millard draws a 1-out walk. So the Warriors get a base runner with 1 out. That's the second walk issued by Settles. He's given up no runs and a couple of hits to the Warriors here as we play. Top of the third. Up next for Van Buren County is third in the order. Where's number 3? Isaac Leffler. That's the first 3 in the order. Where 1, 2, and 3. That's unusual for as you look at a lineup. The senior shortstop. Isaac swings, pops that one up down the right field line. It might fall, and it's going to for a hit. Right fielder couldn't get to it. The runner from first had to wait up. Millard will make it to second. So Leffler with a single down the right field line that fell. Nobody could get to it. Put him on at first. Put Millard over to second. Good base running by Millard as he had to wait, and then he took off once he saw it was going to fall. First hit of the inning. Third of the game for the Warriors, and they've got a little something going. 2 on with 1 out. First and second, that's Millard at second, Leffler at first. Here's number 14, Isaiah Meek, the senior first baseman. Reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1 in the first. Breaking ball lands from Settles. 0-1 to Meek. He was looking for his first hit coming into today, and he got it in the game against Fairfield. He was 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a single. He bats from the left side, settles. The lefty looks back, raises the right leg, and he's coming to the plate. A breaking ball had Meek dancing a little bit, but he took it for a ball. Count even at 1-1 to Isaiah. Davis County leads 3-0 as we play top of the third. They're playing games out there with Millard, and the fielders, that's a ball, low. Fielders retreat to their spot. They're dancing with him, trying to keep Millard close. 2-1 to Meek. As I don't want to, ball hit to the outfielder, maybe save him, their outfielder a few steps and maybe be able to throw him out without allowing Kinnick to get a good lead. He's got a pretty good lead out there. Meek grounds that one sharply to second. They'll go to first to retire Meek. Both runners move up. There are 2 outs now. Millard to third, Leffler to second. Meek's retired 4-3 on the play. Second out of the inning, but the Warriors have 2 in scoring position for number 9, Will Coral. Bats 5th in the order, the sophomore playing center field. He's 0 for 1, pop out to second in the first inning. Need a big 2-out hit here for the Warriors to plate a couple. Settles coming to Coral. Breaking ball. Is that a strike? I think he signaled. I'm really blocked from his right hand. I can't see what he is signaling with it, but it's 0-1 to Coral. Coral bats from the left side, 250 coming into today. Need a big hit, Will. And another one. Carbon copy of the first pitch. Breaking ball lands and settles quickly ahead of Coral, the sophomore center fielder for the Warriors, 0-2. Will try to protect now and battle. Settles out of the windup with the runners at second and third. Oh, and he got him looking on 3 straight pitches. Coral goes down with the backwards K, third out of the inning. McKinney, the DH, will lead off when the Warriors bat in the fourth. So a walk and a hit, but the Warriors fail to score. No runs on a hit. There were no errors. They end up leaving 2 on base. 17 pitches for Settles to get through the third. He's up to 44 in the game. We have played 2.5 innings. Davis County's lead remains 3-0. We'll take a 60-second break and be back for the bottom of the third. Davis County coming back to the plate when we return. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
All right, we're back. We missed one pitch there as they're getting faster and faster in between innings here. Number 16, Max Taylor, freshman, second baseman in there. Foul ball right side. It's 0-1. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. In there from the right side, Millard back on the mound is ready. Here he comes. Bounce to short. Leffler charges, gloves, strong throw over to Meek for the out of Max Taylor, retired 6-3. First out of the inning. Nice play by Leffler and Meek there to get the out. Good job by Kinnick Millard as well. He started this inning, 46 total pitches in the game. He's got 2. He's up to 48. So the Warriors will be looking to not allow any runs, keep that deficit right at 3, and get back up and try to do some damage. Millard's first offering to number 24, Brett Prevost, the senior center fielder, is a ball. Low and outside. 1-0. Prevost's 1 for 1. Single, a couple of RBIs. He scored a run. Swing and a miss on that pitch. Didn't keep his back foot planted, kind of reached for that one. Count even at 1-1 to Prevost. Prevost, right-handed batter. Millard, the windup. He rocks and fires. Ooh, Prevost had to dance out of the way of that one. It did catch him a little bit. And a hit batter for Millard, his third. Send Prevost down to first on the hit by pitch, so Davis County gets a base runner with 1 out. Taylor bounced to short to start the inning. Prevost hit by a pitch. Tried to do the jig in the right-handed batter's box and get out of the way of that one, but it was caught him low in the leg. Up next is number 1, Dexter Scott, the freshman at shortstop. He drew a walk, stranded on the bases in the first. Sends that one up in the air. Foul, going to get out of play. Left side. 0-1 the count to Scott. Let's see. Let's recap the inning. Taylor was 300 coming into today. He bounced out to short. Prevost got hit by a pitch. He's on at first. 273 for him. Dexter Scott in there now. 0-1 to him. 333 for the freshman shortstop for the Mustangs. Millard out of the stretch. To the plate he comes. A little bit high, maybe in for a ball. Count even 1-1 to Dexter Scott. Prevost at first. Not sure. He's a fairly big kid. Not sure how much of a base stealing threat he is. Oh, there he goes. Pitch high and in for a ball. Throw down by Kite. And, oh, they had him. If Loeffler catches it, I think they would have probably got him, but it popped out of his glove. So the count 2-1 to Scott. Send Prevost down to second. Just as I was wondering how much of a base stealing threat he was, he took off, showed some decent speed, and stole second. And now, home plate umpire Prevost slid, got a face full of dirt. They're giving him a second to get it out of his eyes out there. Home plate umpire noticed it, and that's a good call, as there was a dust cloud out there at second. So it's 2-1 to Dexter Scott. Runner at second in scoring position for Davis County with 1 out. They lead 3-0. Millard to the plate, high. Last few pitches from Millard has been high. He's lost his release point. 3-1 now to Scott. Millard needs to fight back here. He's out of the stretch, checks the runner and the delivery. Yeah, there's a swing and a miss. 3-2. Full count now to the freshman Scott. He's in there from the right side against the righty Millard. Prevost has his lead. Yurok close to the bag. Millard does not check the runner, swing and foul back into the net. We'll do it again from 3-2. Kinnick is ready. The delivery fouled back over the screen again. Another full count pitch will await. 17, Houston Schooley, the junior catcher. He's in the on-deck circle of bats in the 7th spot. This is the 6th spot in the order. Dexter Scott. Millard walked him on a low pitch. Scott draws the 1-out walk. First and second now with 1 out. That's the 3rd walk issued by Millard. So first and second with 1 out. Davis County already leads 3-0. You got to keep it right there if you're the Warriors. And here is number 17, Houston Schooley, the junior catcher. He is 0 for 1, reached on the fielder's choice, stranded on the bases in the first. Batting 100 on the year, swings, pops that one up right down the first base line. Meek went into foul territory, came back into fair territory. He was moving all around, but he managed to get underneath it and squeeze it down the first base line into the outfield grass. A nice play there. Meek able to recover and make the catch. Schooley on 1 pitch is the 2nd out. Big out for the Warriors on the pop out to Meek. Here's number 13, Noah Sizemore, freshman 3rd baseman. Swings, fouls that one back. 0-1 the count to Sizemore. He was hit by a pitch, stranded on the bases in the first, so no official at bat for him. Second plate appearance. First and second with 2 outs now for Davis County. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Sizemore. Warriors looking to get this 3rd out, get out of this one with no damage done. 19, Victor Milder. In the on-deck circle, Millard checks the runner at second. He's coming to the plate. Swung on, fly ball. Center field, should be playable. Coral, a little bit to his left, and he's got it. So, Will Coral retires Sizemore on the fly out to center for the 3rd out of the inning. Milder will lead off for the Mustangs when they bat in the 4th. Davis County in the 3rd gets no runs on no hits. There were no errors. There was a hit by a pitch and a walk for the two base runners. They end up stranding a couple on the bases. 17 pitches for Miller to get through the third. He's up to 63 in the game. The score remains 3-0 after 3 complete innings. Top of the fourth, Warriors coming to the plate. When we come back after this 60-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you after this 1-minute break.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Warriors here in the top of the fourth. McKinney in there, the DH. He's batting for Creek Height. He will lead off from the left side against the lefty Settles. Ooh, breaking ball, check swing. Did he go? Nobody appealing. I think it's called a ball. We'll go with that. 1-0 to McKinney. Like I said, he's the DH. Grounded out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Settles ready. Lands that pitch high to Eli. 2-0. McKinney's still looking for his, I believe, his first hit on the season. Maybe he got one against, I'd have to look back. That one a strike to McKinney. 2-1 the count. See if he got one against West Burlington. He did not. Still looking for that first hit, no average. That one swung on right at us here. Into the net and down in front of me. 2-2. The count to Eli. He made better contact last night against West Burlington, just wasn't rewarded. Here comes the pitch. He waited, swung on that one, lined it down the first base line, foul. We'll do it again from 2-2 to the Warrior leadoff man in the top of the fourth inning. Number 11, junior DH, Eli McKinney. It's McKinney, Caston, and Benjamin for the Warriors here in the top of the fourth. Settles ready. Here he comes. Oh, McKinney swung at a bad pitch. Unsecured third strike. The catcher out to get it on the grass. He'll throw down to first and retire McKinney on the unsecured third strike. It'll go 2-3 on the putout, I guess, if you want to score that way. McKinney's the first out of the inning. Here comes Dan Caston, number 6, the freshman third baseman, 7th in the order. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single stranded on the bases in the second. Caston bats from the right side against the lefty, settles to the plate. That's taken for a ball. Close pitch, it looked like, from our angle. 1-0 to Caston. Settles into the windup and the delivery. Breaking ball, taken for a called strike. Count even at 1. Settles both feet on the rubber, looks in at Schooley. He has his sign and into the windup with the pitch. Caston grounds it to short. Gloved and thrown over to first. For the out, that's Scott over to Cantrell to retire Dan Caston, 6-3 on the putout. If you score along with us at home, like my favorite announcer Bob Euchre used to say. Some people do. I've seen some people at games scoring in the stands. So That's a fun thing to do. If you don't take your glove to the game and try to catch a foul ball, you might as well score along with it. 2 outs in the inning. Base is empty. Here's number 13, Blaine Benjamin, the senior. He lines that one or grounds it sharply to short. Scott again over to Cantrell. Good contact by Benjamin. Just the way the baseball game is funny, did not reward him. So on a 1 pitch, Benjamin, the third out of the inning, 2 6-3 putouts in a row. Leo Urach will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the 5th. 1, 2, 3, they go down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. Just 10 pitches for Settles to get through the 4th. He's up to 54 game total. Bottom of the 4th will be coming at you when we come back. Davis County back to the plate after this 60-second break. They lead 3-0. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. On the air, it's your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. 92.7 KTWA, back with you in 1 minute.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kinnick Miller bounced that first pitch in there to Victor Milder, number 19, 8th grader, going to be a freshman, playing the left field. 1-0 to him. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Bats from the left side. Millard, the righty, to him, and I think the umpire made the strike call. Count 1-1 to Milder. He's ready. Millard is 2 to the plate. Another strike. Millard ahead, 1-2 to Milder. Here comes the next pitch, too far outside. Good stop by Kite. Scooted away from him just a little, but he got a glove on, enough to slow it down. Count even at 2-2 to the left fielder for Davis County. No average on the season. Millard kicks the left leg. Here he comes, swing and a miss. Strikes him out for the second time swinging. First out of the inning. Millard gets his 3rd K of the day. That'll turn the lineup over to number 8, Peyton Schooley. Freshman, right fielder. He's 1 for 2. The single, a run scored in the first. Millard, bounced that one well short of the plate. Nothing Creek Kite could do about that one all the way to the backstop. He just a bad release point on that one from Millard. He overthrew it, I think. Really tried to maybe rear back and uncorked a wild one. Oh, and the next offering hit him square in the back. So, another hit by pitch, Millard's 4th of the day. And Peyton Schooley down to first with 1 out on the hit by pitch. Second in the order is number 4, Josh Settles. The pitcher, junior, he is, let's see, he's in there from the left side. He's 1 for 1, single and a walk. Took the first pitch for a ball. 1-0. That walk not official at bat, although he did score a run when he walked. Got that single and was caught and picked off on the bases. Millard will check the runner at first. Back safely is Schooley. That's Peyton Schooley. 2 Schoolies in the lineup for Davis County. Peyton, that pitch, a ball. 2-0 to Settles. Settles 125 coming into action today. He bats from the left side against the righty Millard. Millard eyes the runner. There he goes. Pitch to the plate. Fouled back into the screen. 2-1. The count to the batter, Josh Settles. Presley Cantrill out of the on-deck spot. Retrieves that one. Millard's ready. So is Settles. Here's the offering. Called for a strike. Evening the count at 2-2. 1 out in the inning. Milder struck out to lead off the inning. Then Millard hit Schooley. There goes the runner. Pitch is a called strike. Kite drops it, tags the batter alertly. First base was occupied, although the runner was stealing, so they get a strikeout of Settles. Backwards K there, second out of the inning. Fourth strikeout for Millard. The runner, Schooley from first, does steal second. He's down there in scoring position, but 2 outs. Here's Presley Cantrell from the right side. Millard to the plate. Oh, that one wild pitch ticked off Kite's glove. I don't know. What do you think? Pass ball or wild pitch? That's a tough one. Too far outside, I think, for Kite to handle. And down to third on the wild pitch is Schooley. Count is 1-0. Fouled back by Cantrell, evening the count at 1-1. Cantrell, where's number 26, senior first baseman, is hit by a pitch out on the bases in the first. Flew out to left. He's 0 for 1 with that hit by a pitch. The next offering for Millard is high and inside. 2-1. Let's see. Cantrell on the year into action today, 167. Runner at third has the lead. Cantrell sends that one out. Fly ball, left field. Oh, it's got McEntee turned around. It's over him. Run scores. Cantrell will cruise into second with a double RBI for him. As well, score Schooley on the play. That's fourth hit given up by Millard. Pitch is a called strike to Max Taylor, 0-1. So 2 outs. Presley trades spots with the Schooley. The bottom of the fourth, Davis County leads 4-0. That pitch is a ball, low and outside to Max Taylor, 1-1. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a grounder to short. Millard will spin back and step off, fake and throw to second, runner back. That pitch fouled off. Up and out of play. 1-2 to the batter, Max Taylor, the freshman, number 16, second baseman. Millard to the plate, fouled off, right side, up and out of play. We'll do it again from 1-2. Millard checks the runner, and here he comes. Bounce that one in there. Good stop by Cree Kite to keep Cantrell at second. Count even to Taylor now at 2-2. Championship game to follow. We won't cover that, but it'll be Moravia and Fairfield. Grounded sharply, foul, third base line. Another 2-2 will be momentarily on the way. Millard has a new baseball. Max Taylor back into the right-handed batter's box. Cantrell with his lead at second, and here is the offering. Breaking ball, missed. Full up now to Max Taylor. 3-2 is the count. Millard, glove up, ball in right hand. Now he comes set out of the stretch, and here's the payoff. Walked him, bounced it in there, runner to third. Cree Kite's throw down, not in time. On the, we'll call it a pass ball, or no, wild pitch, excuse me. That one was well in the dirt. Cantrell to third on the wild pitch. And Taylor draws a 2-out walk. First and third now with 2 outs. That's the fourth walk issued by Millard. And in the batter's box, number 24, Brett Prevost, senior center fielder. There goes the runner. Pitch skips by Cree Kite. Here comes Millard to cover the ball. Oh, and they got him. He might have slid underneath it. The ball beat him, but I think he might have slid underneath the tag. But he's called out as Cantrell comes home. The pitch was a ball to Prevost. He'll start the inning off. He's in the batter's box as the inning ends. Cantrell retired 2-1, third at home plate for the third out of the inning. But Davis County does get 1 run on 1 hit. And there were no errors by the Warriors, and they're going to end up leaving 1 on base. So they add to their lead, 25 pitches for Millard to get through the 4th. He's up to 88 in the game. Looks like Settles back out to the mound for Davis County. Let's take a 30-second break. Come on back for the top of the 5th. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Davis County leads 4-0 as we go to the top of the 5th. We're streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also over the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
All right. Tried to take a little shorter break there to make sure we've been missing the first couple of pitches of the inning. They're really getting quick here in between innings. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Warriors. Due up here, top of the 5th. They trail 4-0 versus Davis County. Settles, breaking ball. Leo Urach swings, chops it through the infield, through the hole between third and short. Third baseman over to his left had the best shot at it. He couldn't get it. Leo Urach with a 1-on-1 pitch. It's a leadoff single. That is the 4th hit given up by Settles, still with the shutout going. The lineup will turn over now for the Warriors. Number 1, Aiden McAtee, the senior left fielder in this game. In there from the left side. Urach was 300 coming into today's action. McAtee 182. Aiden swings, sends that one over shortstop, and a nice running catch. A little bit of a snow cone. They're going to try to double Urach off. He's back. Boy, he just beat it back as he was more than halfway. A nice running catch out there by Prevost in center field. Takes care of McAtee. So on 2 pitches, we've had a hit and an out. 1 out and 1 on now for the Warriors. Up next is number 2, second in the order, Kinnick Millard, sophomore on the mound for the Warriors today. He's 0 for 1, fly out. He also has a walk. Swings on that one, sends it fly ball to right field. Right fielder towards the line. He'll make the catch in fair territory. On 3 pitches, a hit and 2 outs. Millard flies to right. Doing favors to Settles here, really helping his pitch count out. It wasn't in terrible shape anyways, but the Warriors not really making him work too much here in this inning. Up next for the Warriors, third in the order, wears number 3, Isaac Leffler, senior shortstop. He is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Retired on the bases in the first, left on the bases in the second. He's in there from the right side. 300 entering play today. Urach, after singling to lead off the inning, he's at first, but now with 2 out. Here comes Settles to Leffler. Curveball, Isaac waited, sends it out. Shallow center, Prevost in. He'll squeeze it. 4-pitch inning. Wow, the Warriors did not make Settles work in that inning. Prevost got 2 of the flyouts. The right fielder, Peyton Schooley, got the other. They didn't go down 1, 2, 3, but Urach stranded on base. No runs on a hit, no errors, and they leave 1. Score remains the same after 4.5. Bottom of the 5th, Davis County coming to the plate. When we come back, they lead 4-0. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Once again, we'll be back with you in 60 seconds. 4 pitches makes the total for Settles, 58.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you from the Davis County Varsity Classic. Pitching change for the Warriors as we go to the top of the fifth. Davis County coming to the plate. Isaac Leffler from short into pitch. He'll switch places with Kinnick Millard, an easy change. Millard goes from the mound to short. Leffler from short to the mound. In there is Brett Prevost. He was in the box when last inning ended. A liner right back through Isaac Leffler's legs. Millard will glove, throw over. Oh, and they do get the out. Wow, a nice play on a sharp liner through the legs of Leffler. I think I'm going to score that one. I think Isaac got a piece of it, maybe 1-6-3. First out of the inning. It's, 5, 6, and 7 for Davis County. Here's number 1. 6 in the order, Dexter Scott, freshman shortstop. Isaac gets a swing and a miss on that one. Prevost was 1 for 1 on the day with a single run scored and hit by a pitch. So now he's 1 for 2. Ball from Leffler to Scott, evening the count at 1-1. Scott without an official at bat. He's walked a couple of times, stranded on the bases. Leffler high to him. 2-1. Millard throws 88 pitches. We'll see if we can get his line here in a minute. Isaac bounced that one in, so we'll have a minute to get it. 3-1. Millard gives up 4 runs on 4 hits. Walked 4, struck out 4. Wow. A couple of wild pitches, 4 hit batters. 4s were the number for Millard today, apparently. He's in line for the loss unless the Warriors can do something here. Isaac ready out of the windup. Here comes Leffler. High for a ball. He walked Dexter Scott. So, 1 out base runner. Scott will go down to first. First walk issued by Leffler, and we could try to set up Isaac pitching on the year if we get a minute here as well. Pitched in 1 game, did not start at no record without a save. 2 innings pitched, 36 total pitches. That pitch is a ball, a strike. My fault. Can't see the signal to Houston Schooley, 0-1. To him. He is 0 for 2. Fly out, check the runner at first, back safely. Schooley has reached on a fielder's choice, stranded on the bases in the first, and a pop out to first base. He's 0 for 2. Count to him, 0-1. He's in there from the left side. 100 average on the year. That one too far outside from Leffler. Count even at 1-1. Let's get Isaac's line. 182 average against him, 11 official at bats, giving up 2 hits, a run. It was earned, walked 2, struck out 2, 3.50 ERA. That next pitch was a ball to Houston Schooley, 2-1. 1 out, 1 on. For Davis County, they lead by 4. That pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen. Let's see. 2-2 now. The count. Davis County up 4 as we play bottom of the 5th. Warriors got to get back to the dugout, get the sticks back in their hands, and find some offense. Breaking ball, fouled off. Ooh, as he falls down in the batter's box, he might have fouled that one right off of his leg, shin, foot, knee, any of that hurts. Not sure exactly which one was. Don't have the benefit of a replay. He's hobbling around, and they're going to give him a second to walk it off. Probably his right shin, I'm guessing, as a lefty. We'll do it again from 2-2. It's probably still stinging. Let's see what he can do. Leffler out of the stretch. Grounded sharply. Couple bounces. Urach, oh, he fumbled it. He was going to go to Millard at second to get the force. And that's going to be, Schooley will reach on an E4. That would have been a fielder's choice, but I don't know, we can't really assume much with that error. So anyways, both runners, it's an E4. Both runners at first and second. Pinch runner for Schooley, the catcher. See if we can get a number on that. 11? Okay. That's an error on Urach. 11, the pinch runner out there is Hudson Humphrey running for Schooley. See if we can get a, let's see, Humphrey. It's a freshman. Courtesy runner for the catcher, Schooley. 12 pitches for Leffler. He's got an out. Runners on first and second. Sizemore from the right side. He's in there, number 13, freshman. First pitch to him, a ball low and in. Good stop by Kite. 1-0. Sizemore today, 0 for 1. Deep fly to center, hit by a pitch. Stranded on the bases in the first after he was hit. Leffler, a ball, gets past Kite right on the lip of the dirt and grass behind him, but runners stay put. 2-0 to Sizemore. 250 entering today. He's playing third base for Davis County. Number 9 man, Milder in the on-deck circle. That pitch a strike from Leffler to Sizemore. 2-1 now. Up the middle, the Warriors will look to turn 2. If it goes to third, I can step on the bag. Dan Caston, grounder foul, third base side. Caston could just glove and step on the bag for a force out, then maybe try to go to first and get a double play that way. Count even at 2-2. Multiple ways for the Warriors to get out of this inning. I think Leffler would be happy with a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Let's see what he does. Out of the stretch, he's set. Breaking ball, nope. Too high and inside. Popped away from Kite, not far enough for anybody to go anywhere. Full count now, as it's full up, 3-2. Warriors trying to keep that deficit right at 4-0 as we play bottom of the fifth. Here comes Leffler. Swung on, fouled straight back into the net. We'll do it again from 3-2. Leffler with 18 pitches here in the inning. He's given up a walk, and the other runner reached out in there, swung on, fouled, right side out of play. It remains full. To the Davis County Mustang. 8th place hitter in the lineup. Oh, on a close pitch, call of the ball, lone outside. Leffler wanted it, Ump didn't give it to him. Sizemore draws a walk. Bases loaded. Scott to third. Courtesy runner Humphrey to second. Sizemore to first after drawing a walk. Second base on ball issued by Leffler. Here comes Milder, number 19, 8th grader. Swings and fouls that one off left side towards the Davis County dugout. 0-1 to count to him. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Let's see if Isaac can give him the hat trick and get the second out of the inning. Bases loaded with 1 out. Davis County looking to add to their 4-0 lead. That one, it was low. Kite didn't block it. It hit the umpire's foot. Warriors caught a break there. Otherwise, that would have scored Scott from third. We'll take it. 1-1 to Victor Milder. I don't know if it's Milder or Milder. I think it's Milder. Leffler ready to the plate. Swung on, popped up, infield. Going to be in foul territory. Caston out from his third base spot. Oh, and he comes back towards the line and makes a nice reach-out catch towards fair territory. I think he caught it in foul territory, though, but the end result's a pop-out to third by Milder. So second out of the inning on the pop-out to Caston at third base. Lineup will turn over to the leadoff man, number 8, Peyton Schooley, freshman right fielder. He is 1 for 2 with a single, scored a run, fly out, and a hit by a pitch on which he scored a run. In there from the right side, 167 for Schooley. Bases still loaded, now with 2 out. A breaking ball misses from Leffler. Count 1-0 to Peyton Schooley. Leffler ready. Low and in. Ball 2. Well, there's a force all over the place, and if it's in the air, the Warriors can just squeeze it and get out of the inning. Let's see what they can do. Here comes Isaac, lined right back. Urach, he'll go to the force at second to Millard. Warriors will get out of the inning as they get Sizemore going from first to second for 6 on the putout. Third out of the inning. Schooley will technically reach on a fielder's choice in the inning. Davis County fails to score. No runs on no hits. There was an error. They're going to end up leaving 3 on base. That was 26 pitches for Leffler to get through the 5th. So we're getting late in this one. Warriors still down 4-0. We'll go to the top of the 6th. When we come back after this 1-minute break, it'll be Meek, Coral, and McKinney due up for the Warriors. Trailing 4-0. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also over the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here in the Davis County Varsity Classic. There goes the throw down to second base. Stranded runners in the game. Warriors have left 6 on. And Davis County has left 9. Let's count that again. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9. So some stranded runners left on by each team in this game. But the end result, Davis County leads 4-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. 4, 5, and 6 for the Warriors. Isaiah Meek. Cleanup man, number 14, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 2, fielder's choice, and a ground out. Sends that one on the first pitch, bounced to short. Gloved by Scott, throw over. And they get him, barely. Good hustle by Meek. Just couldn't quite beat that one out. 6-3 on the putout. Scott to Cantrill. Colton Kirkhart re-entering here. First out of the inning. He's gonna bat for Coral, looks like. Kirkhart, the junior, getting in at bat here. From the right side, number 25. He watches that first pitch from Settles for a strike. 0-1 to Kirkhart. He was 0 for 2 in the game against Fairfield. Breaking ball lands. Quickly 0-2 to Kirkhart. Base is empty, 1-0. Warriors trail 4-0 as we play. Top of the 6th. Settles started the inning with 58 pitches. Kirkhart watched a ball. 1-2. Just a 4-pitch inning for Settles. Back in the 5th. Took his total from 54 to 58. That was a quick inning for him. He's got 4 pitches right now. 1-2 to Kirkhart. Settles the lefties ready. The windup pitch. Breaking ball had Kirkhart swinging over the top of it for a swinging strikeout. First 2 go down on a ground out to short and a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning, base is empty. For the DH, number 11, Eli McKinney, junior DH, batting for number 23, Creekite, the freshman, is doing the catching. McKinney grounds that one fouled on the first baseline. 0-1 the count to him. Eli needs a hit. That's all I can say about that. Get off the schneid. He made some good contact last night against West Burlington, just not rewarded for it. He'll probably squib one right down the third base line as a bunt and get on base. That's the way baseball works. Here's the offering. nubbed, past the mound. It's a little bit harder than that. A one hopper. Kind of a funny spin on it, though. Gloved by the second baseman, Taylor, thrown over to Cantrell. McKinney's retired, 4-3. Warriors go down third out of the inning. 1-2-3. It'll be Dan Kasten in the seventh spot, leading off for the Warriors when they bat in the seventh. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Score remains Davis County 4, Van Buren County nothing. 7 pitches, just a total of 11 in the last 2 innings for Settles. 58 plus 7 takes him to 65. Good pitch count looking for him on the game. All right, let's take a 1-minute break. Then we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Davis County coming to the plate, leading 4-0. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atummo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Alrighty, to the bottom of the 6th we go with our score. Davis County 4, Van Buren County 0. It will be 2, 3, and 4. Settles, Cantrell, Taylor for Davis County. First pitch from Leffler to Settles is low and outside. Count 1-0. Settles on the day. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That one a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. He also has a walk and a run scored when he walked. So he is, like I said, 1 for 2 with a run scored. That one turned him a little bit. Must have been inside for a ball. 2-1. Settle's doing a nice job on the mound. Got the shutout going. 125 is average coming into today. Leffler to him. Swung on, fouled over the press box to our left here for a strike. That'll make the count even at 2-2. See if Isaac can get a strikeout with a breaking ball here. He's ready, and here he comes. There it was, the breaking ball, grounded to Meek. Leffler's going to have to go over to cover. Isaiah throws it to him. Isaac gets the bag, and a nice cover by Isaac Leffler. A nice pickup on the grounder by Isaiah Meek, and they do retire Settles at first. That putout will go 3-1, first out of the inning. And up next, third in the order is number 26, Presley Cantrell, the senior first baseman. He was hit by a pitch out on the bases in the first, flew to left. In the second, doubled with an RBI out on the bases, so he's 1 for 2 with that hit by a pitch. Got an RBI. First pitch bounced in there. Want to know the count to Cantrell. Where's number 26 in there from the right side? Big, strong kid. Leffler is ready. The windup. High. Creek Kite nicked off his glove all the way to the backstop. Isaac frustrated. He lost his release point on that one. 2-0 to the batter, Cantrell. Ready again are both of them, and here's the pitch. Low and in. Cantrell ahead, 3-0 in the count. 167 for him on the year. Entering play today. Isaac gets a strike over. Watched by Cantrell. Count now 3-1 to the Davis County first baseman. Isaac ready. Here he comes. Nope. High and in. Ducked out of the way. Creek Kite out of his crouch and reaching to his left. The right-handed catcher to snag that one. Cantrell draws a one-out walk. Davis County gets a one-out base runner. And let's see. We got a pinch runner for Cantrell at first. That's number 12. Get a number on that. 12 that's Mark Fraze, the junior. Courtesy running for Cantrell at first. Leffler issues his third walk without a strikeout. Has not given up a run yet. Davis County has not scored since the fourth. They got 3 in the first, 1 in the fourth. There's number 16, Max Taylor, the freshman cleanup man in the order, playing second base. Leffler is now out of the stretch with the courtesy runner at first to the plate. Breaking ball lands. Strike 1 to Taylor. 0-1 to count. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. He also drew a walk and left on the bases in the fourth. 0-1 the count to him. He bats from the right side. Leffler, the righty, ready. Grounded sharply. Gloved at third by Caston. To second for the force. The relay on one bounce. Oh, and he dropped it. Couldn't handle it. Safe at first. Otherwise, they would have had a double play. So Taylor reaches on the fielder's choice. They get the courtesy runner going from first to second. He's retired 5-4 on the putout. Second out of the inning. 2 outs, 1 on. That pitch swung on. Popped up right side. Going to get out of play. To number 24, Brett Prevost, the senior center fielder. Leffler ready. The runner at first has his lead. High and in. To Prevost, 1-1. The count. The next pitch from Isaac. Had him bent back a little bit, but it's a ball. 2-1. Prevost, let's see, he is 1 for 2. The single, 2 RBIs, a run scored. He was also hit by a pitch. Stranded on the bases in the third. Leffler to the plate, swung on, popped up towards the Warrior dugout. Will it stay playable? No. Over the fence on top of the dugout. 2-2 the count. Last inning, Prevost, he had a 1-6-3 ground out that hit off of Leffler over to Miller and then over to Meek. Looking at that in my scorebook, that was the first batter Leffler faced on the pitching change. Looks funny to see that 1-6-3 ground out, but that's what it was. 2-2 the count. Runner at first with his lead. Oh, that one on the wrong side of the batter, I believe. Caught by Kite, but that'll square or make the count full at 3-2. Taylor on at first after he reached on the fielder's choice. It's 2 outs in the inning. They'll check. Gets by Meek over to the fence. No, the runner decides to just stay put. Not wanting to make the third out of the inning, trying to advance to second on his Leffler and Meek couldn't connect there, trying to check the runner. Give Prevost a chance to do something here. Prevost, the center fielder, 273. Close pitch. Called a ball. Prevost draws a walk. Taylor down to second, Prevost to first. It's the fourth walk issued by Leffler. 18 pitches for Isaac here in this inning. He had 26 in the fifth. It's up to 44. That'll bring up, in the sixth in the order, number 1, Dexter Scott, the freshman. Shortstop takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. On the day, he's got 3 walks, stranded on the bases all 3 times. Fourth plate appearance, no official at bat. Here comes Leffler to him. A little outside. 2-0. Warriors just need it out here. Get out of this. Get back to the dugout and score some runs. High and in. 3-0, so Isaac a little frustrated. He's in danger with a ball of walking Scott and loading him up with 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0. Davis County, and he did just that. 4-pitch walk to Scott. Slide everybody 90 feet if you're scoring along. Taylor to third, Prevost to second, Scott to first. 5th walk issued by Leffler. He has not given up a hit or a run, does not have a strikeout. Up to 48 pitches for Leffler. Up next for Davis County is going to be number 17, Houston Schooley, the junior catcher. He's 0 for 3, but he's reached on a fielder's choice and on an error. The other at-bat was a pop-out in the third. Swings on that one, pops it up. Shallow left field. Now it's a shortstop spot. Millard back into the outfield grass. He'll catch it. Warriors get out of that jam with the bases loaded. Schooley pops out on one pitch to the shortstop Millard. Third out of the inning. Sizemore would lead off if Davis County needs to bat. If it's a tie game in the bottom, or the Warriors lead in the bottom of the seventh. So, in that, the sixth inning for Davis County, they get no runs on no hits. Was a fielder's choice and 2 walks that loaded the bases. There were no errors by the Warriors, and Davis County ends up leaving 3. 23 pitches for Leffler to get through the sixth. He's up to 49 in the game. Last ups for the Warriors. They trail 4-0. We're going to the top of the seventh when we come back to the Mustang Sports Complex, the Davis County Varsity Classic. Davis County leads 4-0. Take a 30-second break and be back with the top of the seventh. Warriors need some runs. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
To the top of the seventh we go here in game number 3 on the day of this Davis County Varsity Classic tournament. First game of the day, Davis County lost to Moravia 6-1. Second game of the day, Fairfield defeated Van Buren County 13-2. So it will be Moravia and Fairfield to meet in the championship. This is a consolation game. Davis County leads it 4-0, shutting out the Warriors through 6 innings. We go to the Warrior half of the seventh. The top half, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Caston, Benjamin, and Urach to try to get something going. You get any of those guys on, it'll turn the lineup over to the top. And that's what we need. We got to load them up or something, start a carousel, get them going around and around, get some hits, score some runs. The Warriors have been shut out through 6 so far. Just Settles has scattered 4 hits. He's still on the mound into the windup, and here he comes, swing and a miss by Caston, 0-1. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Single stranded on the bases in the second. Ground out to short in the fourth. The next offering from Settles, swung through by Caston, the freshman, 0-2 to him. Settles started the inning with 65 pitches. His pitch count's in good shape. He's up to 67 with 2 here. 0-2 to Caston. Here it comes. Breaking ball, missed, high. 1-2, the count to the freshman third baseman for the Warriors in this second game for them on the day. Settles to him, low and in. Caston, good eye, took it. Count even at 2-2 now. Warriors need a spark. Somebody to spark them, get on, put some pressure on the bases, and that pitch swung on. A shallow fly ball, going to be over the shortstop and down in front of the center fielder. Well, maybe. That's a start right there. Dan Caston's second hit of the day. A shallow single to center will fall. Leadoff man on. They're going to pinch hit, it looks like here. And that's the 5th hit given up by Settles. So Caston on at first. The pitch. Swinging strike. Caston steals second. Throw down, not in time. Runner in scoring position. 0-1 the count. This is number 10 pinch hitting, Marion Yoder, the junior. pinch hitting for Benjamin. Yoder's first plate appearance of the year. He's in there from the right side. Come on, Marion, we need you. Caston at second has his lead, settles to the plate. Swing and a miss by Yoder. Quickly 0-2 on Marion. Not a better teammate around than Marion Yoder. I'll say that, watching him on the track team the last couple of years. Boy, I'd like to see him get a hit here. Settles checks the runner. He's coming to the plate. Yoder sends that one towards the gap in left center. Going to get down for Marion Yoder. Here comes Caston around third base. Marion Yoder, the pinch hit. Single with an RBI. And love to see that. So Yoder on at first with an RBI. Scored Dan Caston. The first two have gotten on. There goes the shutout. Another hit given up. That's the second in the inning. Sixth hit given up by Settles. I got to update my scoring summary here in the top of the seventh. Settles ready. Pitch to Urach is taken for a ball. Score now 4-1. Davis County still with the lead. Nobody out. Pitch to Urach was a ball, 1-0. Runner on at first. Nobody out. Warriors have tallied one here in the top of the seventh. Settles outside and to Urach, 2-0. Urach on the day. Let's see. He is 1 for 2. Ground out to second in the second, and a single in the fifth, stranded on the bases. Warriors getting some production from young players. That's good to see. Swung on, popped up, right side out of play. 2-1 the count now. I think all of the Warrior teammates there were happy for Marion Yoder getting a pinch hit appearance and being able to come through, dropping that one into left center field and getting an RBI to get rid of the shutout. That pitch a strike. 2-2 to the freshman Leo Urach. Done some pitching for the Warriors. Played some second base. He's getting valuable freshman experience here. Next pitch from Settles, swing and a miss. He gets Urach on a swinging strikeout. First out of the inning. Yoder still at first. If you can believe it, maybe I just haven't missed a couple. That, let's see, 1, 2, third strikeout, fourth strikeout, for Settles. First pitch to McAtee was a ball. I was counting strikeouts, sorry. 1-0 to McAtee. Leadoff man for the Warriors. He wears number 1, senior left fielder for this game. That pitch a little high to him, 2-0. McAtee 0 for 2 on the day with a pop out and a fly out. He's also walked, stranded on the bases in the first. Aiden was at 182, I think, coming into action today. Aiden from the left side against the lefty Settles. He took a strike. Count now 2-1 to the Warrior leadoff hitter. Yoder got to be careful over there as McAtee could line one right down the line easily. You don't want to get hit and get an out that way. Leading off. Good lead by Marion. Aiden swings on that, pops it up. I think it's going to stay playable. It will. The catcher over. He'll make a nice catch in foul territory just in front of us to the left. That's Houston Schooley making the play. So McAtee, that's the second out of the inning. He pops out to the catcher. So the Warriors have managed to tally one here in the seventh and get rid of the shutout, but they're down to their final out. 2 outs and 1 on. That's Yoder with the RBI single. He's still over at first. Up next is number 2 on the back. And in the lineup, Kinnick Millard, the started on the mound, now playing short, the sophomore for the Warriors. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He's also got a walk. That pitches ball well outside, popped away from Schooley a little bit, but Yoder does not risk it. He'll stay put at first. 1-0, the count to Millard. Settles looking to go the distance here. He's got 18 pitches in this inning. Millard swings, fouls that one back straight into the net. 1-1 the count. This the most pitches Settles had in the inning was in the third. He had 17. He's got 19 now, so this is his lengthiest inning. That makes sense because the Warriors have tallied their run in it and sent this is the fifth man to the plate. Here he comes. Millard looked at a ball. 2-1. 2-1 the count to Kinnick Millard. Right-handed batter, Marion Yoder, with his lead at first. Not too concerned about him. Just looking to retire the batter. Swung on the line drive. Fly ball right at the center fielder. Squeezed by Brett Prevost out there. Kinnick Millard, the third out of the inning. He flies out to center. And that will make this one a final now. Davis County wins 4-1. The Warriors in the seventh do tally a run on a couple of hits. There were no errors, and they end up leaving one on base, making this one a 4-1 final. Davis County gets the win in the consolation game of the Davis County Varsity Classic. 21 pitches for Settles as he goes the distance, making his game total 86. That'll take us to the post-game show of Warrior Baseball today, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. We got some ads to fit in, so I think, can we do a 4-minute break, AJ? All right, let's do that. We'll take a 4-minute break. That'll give us a chance to sit here, and I'll add up all these statistics and get stuff ready for the post-game show. Should be filled with lots of good information for you. Make sure you stick around and listen to that. So that's a final. Davis County beats Van Buren County 4-1. Post-game show coming at you after this 4-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Be back with you in 4 minutes.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you in the postgame show, Warrior Baseball. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide. Warriors were just defeated by the Davis County Mustangs by a score of 4-1 here in the consolation game of the Davis County Varsity Classic. The games and scores on the day: Game 1, Moravia defeated Davis County 6-1. Fairfield defeated Van Buren County in Game 2, 13-2. The two losers met in the consolation game here, with Davis County getting a win 4-1. And then the championship game will be next. It'll be Moravia squaring off against Fairfield. Let's look at the totals from the game that just completed. For Davis County, they get 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They leave 12 men on base. For the Warriors, they get 1 run on 6 hits. They out-hit them 6-4, but not where it counted most in the run column. They fell to Davis County 4-1 there. The Warriors also with 1 error, and they leave 7 on base. That's, again, for Davis County, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 12 left. The Warriors, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, 7 left. The winning pitcher, Josh Settles. The losing pitcher would be Kinnick Millard. And I forgot to glance. The game's been over for, 10 minutes or so, I guess. That would put the end around 4:30-ish, or roughly. So the time of the game, roughly 1 hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 39 minutes, somewhere right in there it took to complete this one. Let's glance at the scoring summary. Not a whole lot there for the Davis County 4-1 win. The bottom of the first, the Prevost single scored 2 to give Davis County an early 2-0 lead. Then a Prevost scored on a Sizemore hit by pitch with the bases loaded. And that was also in the first inning. I was just looking back to see if I actually gave Sizemore his RBI. I did. To make it 3-0 Davis County at that point. We were that way until the bottom of the fourth, when a Cantrell double scores Peyton Schooley to make it 4-0 Davis County. And then the Warriors tally their only run in the top of the seventh. A Marion Yoder single scores Dan Caston after back-to-back hits there from Caston and the pinch hitter Yoder to start the seventh for the Warriors. Get them their only run. That made it 4-1, and that's the way that things would end up here today in the consolation game of the Davis County Varsity Classic from the Mustang Sports Complex in Bloomfield, Iowa. 4-1. The final, Davis County gets that win over the Warriors. Davis County's record now at 3-5. The Warriors fall to 1-5 after getting their first win last night over West Burlington. So we will take another, as soon as my coworker here, AJ, chatting with a fan that he knows. We'll just keep it right here for a second. We got another break coming at you. A couple more ads to fit in. We'll decide on a player of the game, and then when we come back from this next break, we'll tell you about the player of the game and run through our sponsors one more time and talk about upcoming action for the Warriors, and then we'll get into our closing stuff. But a few more ads to squeeze in this game. We'll take a second. What do we got, AJ, left? About five minutes of ads. All right, let's take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back once again in the postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride county-wide. Davis County defeats the Warriors 4-1. We're in the postgame show of Warrior Baseball. Back with you for more on the postgame show after this 3-minute break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atumwa Radio YouTube channel. Also, 92.7 KTWA on the air. Back with you in 3 minutes.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you here from the Davis County Varsity Classic, where the Davis County Mustangs have just defeated the Van Buren County Warriors 4-1. Warriors go 0-2 on the day, losing to Fairfield 13-2. And then Davis County 4-1 to the record falls to 1-5 on the year. Davis County proves to 3-5. Moravia defeated Davis County in Game 1, so they're playing Fairfield, who defeated the Warriors in Game 2. That'll be the championship game. They're prepping the field for that right now. We'll do one more break of 2 minutes here in a couple of minutes, but wanted to talk about the player of the game. Little doubt in my mind, the player of the game for this one was Marion Yoder. Valuable teammate for the Warriors, and I know everybody was pumped to see him get a pinch hitting appearance, come in and drive in Dan Caston after back-to-back hits to lead off the seventh. So good job by Marion. So Marion Yoder, our player of the game for this one. Brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. Let's go through those in-game sponsors for you one more time. Iowa Missouri Seeds has the pregame show. Van Buren Community School District has the postgame show of Warrior Baseball, which we're in right now. Cranston Family Funeral Home sponsors the first pitch. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineups, all the innings, 1 through 7 today in this second game, sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. Dowd's Quick Stop has all the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. Look like 4 of them by Kinnick Millard today. Pitching change, Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We had one of those today as Millard started. Leffler came in to finish up. Any home runs? None, but if there would have been one by the Warrior batters, Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, would have sponsored that one. Player of the game was Marion Yoder, sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. Coaches interviews throughout the course of the year, sponsored by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. We'll go through all the sponsors when we come back and close things out here after our last break. But I just wanted to talk about upcoming action for the Warriors. We get a day off tomorrow on Sunday. Monday, back at the Ferguson to play Winfield Mount Union at 5:30 first pitch there. We'll cover that one, of course. Tuesday, a day off as a game with New London, I think, was moved to later in June. And then Wednesday, pretty exciting thing going on. We'll be up at the Field of Dreams site in Dyersville, Iowa. Warriors going to take on the Fort Madison Bloodhounds, I believe, up there, a 6 o'clock start. So lots of exciting Warrior baseball action for you all throughout the month of June and into early July. That's the regular season. Then we'll see where we're seated and talk about district play. But that's a long ways away. That's the upcoming action here in the next week or so of Warrior baseball. All right, let's fit in one more 2-minute break, then we'll do our closing stuff. When we come back, Warriors fall to Davis County in their second game of the day by a score of 4-1. Back with you to close her down after this 2-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. We're back with you in 2 minutes.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap!
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up, quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you a final time today from the Mustang Sports Complex here at the Davis County Varsity Classic. As I took my hand off my papers for 1 second and the light breeze caught them, but I've got them, so we're safe. We'll wrap it up here in the post-game show of Warrior Baseball, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior pride, county-wide. The player of the game was Marion Yoder in the second game of today. He had the RBI single in the seventh to count for the lone Warrior run, so we gave it to Marion Yoder, sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. So congratulations to him. I guess we'll start our closing stuff here. Thank board operator Kyle back at the studio for hanging with us today for a couple of games, making the broadcast always run smoothly for us, but for more importantly, you, the listening audience, listen over the airwaves at the flagship station, 92.7 KTWA. I would like to thank all of our listeners and viewers, whichever way you pick to make our broadcast part of your Saturday afternoon, listening to some exciting Warrior baseball. We're streaming live on the Atemo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Either way you chose to listen in, big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. If you're listening to the postgame show on your way home, please drive safely. AJ and I will make sure that we do the same. I want to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the postgame show. One more time, Iowa, Missouri Seeds, Van Buren Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter of Ottumwa, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you are a customer in the area in need of some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance, as they're a huge part, probably the number one reason why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed on YouTube or over the airwaves at 92.7 KTWA right here through the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and you would like to be, you know who you got to get a hold of, Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name, some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. The totals for today, once again, for the Warriors, they lose Game 1 to Fairfield by a score of 13-2, and they lose Game 2 on the day for the Warriors, which was actually Game 3 of the tournament, by a score of 4-1 to Davis County. The totals from that game, Davis County 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 12 left. Van Buren County 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base. Winning pitcher Settles, losing pitcher Millard. Those are the totals and finals on the day for Warrior Baseball. Next broadcast, Monday, back to the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua. Airtime about 5:10 for AJ and I. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus, as they combine for baseball. The Wolves will come to town to take on the Warriors. That's going to about do it here for us from Bloomfield, the Mustang Sports Complex, the Davis County Varsity Classic. Fairfield and Moravia getting set to square off for the championship game. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. AJ Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin. You are play-by-play radio voice of the Warriors, back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We'll wish you a very pleasant rest of your Saturday late afternoon and early evening. And we will say so long to you from Bloomfield, Iowa. The final score is once again Warriors lose 13-2 to Fairfield and 4-1 to Davis County. We'll talk to you next on Monday night, 5:10 airtime, for some more exciting Warrior baseball action on YouTube and 92.7 from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua. They'll take on the Winfield Mount Union / Columbus Wolves. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, and also over the airwaves on your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 at KTWA and Ottumwa Radio Sports Group Station. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I'm going to say one final time, good late afternoon, early evening to you from Bloomfield, Iowa. We'll talk to you on Monday evening.